Welcome back. In today's class, we'll be looking at two things: how to create a database and how to connect database to our pages. Because file cannot access database if data connection is not in a file. So let us begin. Go to your browser. You want to create database now. Then open a page. Open a new page, then type localhost. Type localhost, then just open only the localhost, but make sure your data connection, your server base is your server is on. Don't forget, this one will enable the database, then this one will enable the PHP code. Now look at this PHP my admin. When you click it, it will open database for you. It's coming up. Okay, it is now loading. Now look at the URL. You can also access this direct page using localhost/phpMyAdmin. Okay, ignore this. Then these are the databases in my server. So you can create new database. Coming to this new, so you want to create a new database. You put the name of the database here. Let us call the database LMS. Then create. Okay, the database is created, but you have to add a table to your database. Let us call the table users. This is where we are going to store the data of all users, the login information, be you admin, teacher, student, or parents. Everybody's data will be here. So it's going to have, let's say, 4 columns. Then you go. So we want to create our table now. Now we can see the 4 columns. So the name of the table is user. Can you see? Then the first row will be ID. This ID will be in integer. That is, want to put number. Then it must be auto increment. Please make sure you select on all your tables. In all your tables, make sure the ID is always auto increment, so that when we register the first person, the number is going to be 1. Then when you register the second person, it will automatically change to 2. So the ID is integer. Then we need user ID, user ID, you need email, then we need password. This simply means that when a user wants to log in, he or she can log in with his user ID and password, or or email and password. But I will teach you how to use that when we are writing the code in PHP. Then we also need the type of user. So you can add one more column to your table. Add one, you go to this place. But if this is okay by you, you continue. You want to add 2 or more columns, you can increase this. But I want to add just one. Okay, it has been added. Then let me call this type. Okay. Now this user ID can be, let's say, varchar. The email. Okay, let me give a length to this one. Variable character will be 11 maximum. Then integer will be 11 maximum. Then variable character will be 255 maximum. But we can limit this to any number. If you know that your user ID, you don't want it to be a very long one, you can just reduce it to maybe 20 or 50. Then email 250. The password is going to be, this one email will also be varchar. This variable character means they can add number, they can add alphabet, they can add any symbol. Just like let's say LMS student 101 at lms.com. You know, it has symbol hat, it has 101, which is an integer, then it has LMS student, which is variable, which is string. So password will also be variable varchar, then type varchar, then give value of 255. That is maximum value. Then leave the default empty, just leave it none, but don't forget that the ID must be what? Auto increment. And once you change this to auto increment, it will give you primary here. Now when you are done with this, then save. So it will process to create your table. Then you can see that the database has been added. It has been added to the list of my databases. Then in this database I have a table called user under the database. So if you want to create another table, you go to new. But this is the structure of our table. Then we go to browse. It will bring this in a row. Yes, the table is empty. So if you register any user, the user is going to be here. The ID will be under this. The user ID will be under this. Email will be under this. Password will come here. Then type will come to this place. If you want to insert anything into your database, you can go to insert. Let me insert a user. Maybe I want to insert from the back end, not using form. So you can leave this empty. Once it is auto increment, then user ID, let us give the user ID, let's say LMS, that's learning management students. Then the year of registration, let us form the year of registration 2022. Then let's say the student is number 101. Okay, let's say 001. The student is 001, 2022 001. That is the student user ID. Their email, let's say, let me use my name, Ibrahim. Okay, sorry. Okay, let me say student. Let's say student 1, okay, at lms.com. Okay, student 1 at lms.com. Then type of this student is student. Okay, the type is student. Oh, sorry, this is for password. The password is let's say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, 1 to 8 is the password. Then the type is a student. Then save, go. Once you click, this will turn to 1 automatically. Then you go to your browse. The data of the first student has been listed. You can see this is ID is 1. Then this is the student ID, which is LMS. This LMS means Learning Management Student 2022 001. Then we have a email student1 at LMS, password 1 to 8. Then type is student. Let us add another student. We go to insert again. Then, like I said, leave the ID empty. It is auto increment. The student ID, let's say LMS 2022. That's the year of registration. Then 002. The email is, let's say, student2 at lms.com. The password, let's use the same password, 128. Then the type is a student as well. Then save. So you can see that the second student has been registered. So this is how to add to table. We want to add user to table using this back end. Okay, let us connect this database, which is the LMS, to our web page. Go to Sublime, then create a new file for your data connection. Okay, and this page is going to be PHP page. So let us save it into our include. Okay, let us save it into the include in the student data file. Just say connection dot php, that is the page, connection dot php, and this is our connection page. Then let us link this page to this student dashboard. You can come up here, just put your is this PHP you want to include. So you say question mark PHP okay. So it is here that you are putting you are including the connection page. Just the way we included our top bar and the footer, top bar, sidebar, and the footer. So just say include function. Then what is the name of the page? We are including from PHP includes slash then connection dot php. Okay, we have included the page into student dashboard. Then save. Let us refresh. Let us open the page to see if the page has been connected. Where is the page? We put that, we link the page above at the top. So let us put something in the connection to see if it has been added. Let's say this is connection page. Save this. Then go to the page to see if it has been added to this page. I think we can see this. Refresh. You see, can you see it? This is connection page. That means the page has been included. Or probably when you say echo, when you echo out something using PHP, it's going to display. Okay, let me do that. PHP. I hope this is clear to everybody. But if anything is not clear, you are free to ask questions and comment to this video, so that I will provide answer to your question. Okay, let us echo this. Echo. I want to echo this on the page. Okay. Refresh the page. As you can see, it shows that the page has been added. See, this is connection with. Okay. Now let us write our connection string into this connection. Okay, you have to declare 4 variables. The first one is when you are declaring variable in PHP, you write $sign. You can say let's say db underscore server, or that's the server name. That's database server. Database server equal to, then put single quotes, and terminate that line. Another variable that you are going to declare is a database user, that's db user equal to, can leave it empty for now, then db database, that is db password equal to, leave it empty as well for now. Then the last string is db, that is database name of our database is equal to, then okay. Now let us put the values. The database server is localhost, so write localhost, that is the name of the server. Then the user, put root, that's the name of the user. Then leave the password empty, because we don't put any password in this database. I'm referring to this this server. This is the server. Is it clear? This is the server. Then the server is a local host. Then the user for this database, the user is root, that is default. Then the password is empty. That's why we are leaving this empty. The name of the database that we are connecting to, just say LMS. That is the name of the database. You can see the name here. That's the name of the database. Okay. see the name there. Then go back to your text editor, then you write a connection string by saying, so instead of putting all these on your pages, once you put this connection, just say conn, just say conn, that's connection variable equal to, then write SQL language, my SQLi, that's MySQL or my standard query language improve underscore connect is a function. So you put parentheses, then you end the line here. You now put all these variables inside this string. So say $db server. It is case sensitive. Make sure whatever you have here is what you have here. It is even advisable you copy, then you paste, then put comma, put the second one, then you must arrange them in sequential order. This will come first, this will be number 2, number 3, number 4. So you have $db user, comma, put the third one, variable, that is $symbol, db password, comma, then put the last one, $symbol, db name, that's database name. Now once you put all this, it means you have connected your connection into this file, into this connection file. Then to check if the connection is working or not, say if function, then put this connection inside this. So that means if the connection is working. But if you want to test, let us test for error first. If the exclamation, this variable $connection, that's conn, that means if not connected, that is the meaning of this exclamation. When you say not connected, then let us put our statement here, echo just say echo connection to database failed. Connection to database failed. Then else, that means if opposite of this, here that if connected, then echo, let us use this, the echo what? Echo connection to database successful. Now let us refresh the page to see if the connection is successful. The connection to database successful, as you can see. It means that the database has been connected to this page. So whatever we send on this page, we go to database. Whatever we select from database can display on this page. Let me refresh again to see the message. You can see connection to database successful. Now let me tamper the connection. Let me just add 0 to this. That is not the name of the database. Save. Then refresh your page. I mean, the database is not connected. It will give you the error message. You can see the error message now. If you throw the error message from SQL language, they tell you connection to database failed. That is the last line. As you can see, look at the second line. You see, so the page is not connected, but we change that to the name of the database, which is LMS. Save it and refresh this page, and you see connected to database successfully. So it's as simple as that. That is how to connect that, how to create database, then how to connect a page to connect a database to a page. So it's as simple as this. So when you are working with PHP that has to do with database, all your pages must be connected to database. Let's all look at this blank page as well. So just come to the top here, you put your connection variable. You can just copy that from the dashboard, then you paste on the page, copy, then go to blank, up here you paste it. It means that this page is also connected. Instead of writing the code all over again, just include the page into the file into the page. Then if you go to blank, this is our blank page. This page is also connected to database. Let me refresh. You can see the connection message. Now in your connection, because it is not ideal to be showing the connection message every time, but we have tested the error. We can see that the error is working. Then if the database is connected, then echo nothing. So delete this, just make it empty. It means that once the page is loaded, if you refresh, it won't bring any message. So far it is connected, it will just work nicely, as you can see. But we know that the page is connected to database. Refresh this as well. It won't bring any success message. The page will just work nicely. It is advisable you leave the success message empty. Otherwise, it will just be giving the message, the successful message on all pages, which is not ideal. So we have come to the end of today's class. Thank you very much.